Thank you, Kim. Tonight, Governor Gina Raimondo is among those responding to some new legislation that has Rhode Islanders talking.
The so-called Merry Christmas bill, which we first told you about yesterday, would allow teachers and students to openly talk about and learn about holiday traditions in schools despite their religious undertones. But the ACLU insists it's a non-issue. Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado joins us now with reaction that's new at 5.
So there's no specific law preventing teachers from saying Merry Christmas, but the state rep who introduced this bill says she thinks teachers are afraid to talk about Christmas in public schools.
And then there are others.
Soon-to-be House Minority Leader Patricia Morgan says there should be no question about whether Christmas trees, nativity scenes, and Hanukkah menorahs belong in public schools.
It's not offending anybody.
She, along with other Republicans, plan to introduce a bill to allow teachers to say Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah and display those holidays' symbols in schools.
It's not about them teaching religion. It's about them sharing our cultural foundations with the kids.
She's modeling the bill after a similar one in Texas.
I think teachers need a firm footing under their feet that they can talk about Christmas, they can talk about Hanukkah without fearing that the school is going to be sued by the ACLU or some party.
The ACLU of Rhode Island's director said in an email, the so-called war on Christmas that this bill seeks to address is as fanciful as Santa Claus, Rudolph, and Festivus. While we strongly support freedom for all religions, large and small, in the coming months we look forward to addressing real, not made-up attacks on religious liberty, such as the president-elect's truly un-American proposal for a Muslim registration database. Governor Gina Raimondo says she's absolutely fine with teachers saying Merry Christmas.
It is Christmas, so Merry Christmas, but there are many people of many faiths in Rhode Island, and they are all welcome.
And House Speaker Nicholas Mattiello says he likes the concept of the bill and it will get a hearing in the new year. Now, coming up new at 6, we asked the state's largest school district how they currently handle this issue. Live in the control room, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Kim. State lawmakers are on break right now, but that hasn't stopped one lawmaker from raising some eyebrows by proposing a new law that would allow teachers to say Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah. And new at 6, Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado tells us how the state's largest school district already deals with this issue.
Well, the state rep introducing this bill admits she hasn't heard of any specific attack on a teacher or school in Rhode Island for talking about Christmas in the classroom, but she thinks that teachers are afraid to do so.
This is actually from
Representative Patricia Morgan says teachers should be able to say Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah and to display Christmas trees, nativity scenes, or menorahs in their classrooms.
Nobody's trying to make anybody believe anything. Just relax about it. It's not offending anybody.
She says her bill would protect teachers from possible lawsuits by groups like the ACLU. The executive director of that group called this a non-issue and said in a statement, the so-called war on Christmas that this bill seeks to address is as fanciful as Santa Claus, Rudolph, and Festivus. We asked the Providence School Department about this issue. A spokesperson says they don't have a policy prohibiting religious symbols in school, but don't encourage displaying them due to First Amendment concerns. The governor says she's fine with teachers talking about Christmas.
I say Merry Christmas all day long. I also say Happy Hanukkah and Happy Holidays, and I would encourage everybody to do that.
Aren't there more important things to focus on?
Well, this is just timely right now because it is the Christmas season. We are going to have much more substantive things that will help our economy, the business community, and jobs.
And House Speaker Nicholas Mattiello says he likes the concept of the bill and it will get a hearing next year. Live in the control room, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.